Welcome back. Finally, after a bit of an extended break, we can get this train rolling. Final map between Skade, me and the boys. It's been reverse sweeps. You know, actually, Mike, now that I think about it, there's nothing quite like a reverse sweep on each other's map picks. It's really spicing up the third map, huh?
It really changes up the formula, because you think you know what's going to happen after map 1. You see the team come out and dominate on their opponent's map pick. You're like, okay, we know they're good on their own. This is fine. It's going to be a 2-0. It's going to be quick, no problem. And then everything just goes crazy, and you no longer understand how it works, how logic works. But it is going to be Skade, at least with a choice of side here on train, so they should hopefully be able to get back on the right track. We saw them put it together right at the end there on Inferno. They just had dug themselves too deep of a hole to properly get out of it. 3 rounds on their own T side was just not enough. So, can they get back on track here on train? Can they be the team that we expect from them? Can they be the team that we know and put it together and put a polished CT side through? Or is me and the boys' unpredictability going to continue to upset them, going to continue to make things a little difficult? I really don't know, Roy. I do not know what to expect here.
Now, this is a Skade on the CT side, and they've had better CT sides than they've had T side, so that's already a good sign for the Bulgarian boys. But me and the boys, they've done a good job on the T side overall. Minus us too, of course, but then second map, they did phenomenal on the T side. Let's see if they can keep this going. Spellin's in the upper position. Of course, it's just all the ruse. They're trying to end into the A split, but they need ladder control that's being held down by Denislav. And Rafty's coming to reinforce that part of the map as well. So actually, me and the boys are getting kind of choked out of the control here.
This is nicely done, and now fading away. The USBs can keep these pistols in arm's reach. They're just plucking heads. They're plucking domes. It's all working out. There's a little bit of an answer from the Ivy presence swinging, but that's just about it. And it's going to be all she wrote. The triple peak comes in, and that's just annihilation in a can. So Skade do pick up the first pistol round. I think this is important for them, both because if you can get a CT side going early on train, you can get that economy healthy. You can really strangle the T's before they get a chance to fight back much. And also just because you need to build that comeback you started on Inferno. You can't let it deflate you, that you let your map pick slip away. You need to start. Okay, there we go. First pick already. There's pretty much nothing brought into the round. You don't expect much of anything at all, but okay, Mepson. A little answer that immediately gets spammed down as they anticipate the position and do the last bit of damage necessary. So no MP9 save through. They might actually reverse course to go find it, see if they can't hit it. There's a rush coming from Ivy. That's Denislav trying to get forward with his MP9 himself, farming up a little bit of extra cash to get that op in his hands as soon as possible. That's all going to be on crit. What do you do? The answer is nothing. 3 kills for Raftu. Comfortable round. Only 1 body drop from Rocking, getting a little aggressive on the flank. And Skade take the 2-0.
Now we're back on track to this third round gun round, right? For me and the boys. This is what they've been saving up for. AKs, SGs. And I think this first gun round will really set the tonality for the early part of this first half, at least. Let's see how it unfolds. Right now, it seems like me and the boys, I think they're antsy. I think they want to go fast outside here, use their weaponry while they still have the kind of the range advantage, right? AKs, SGs versus MP9s and M4s, but I think Skade have a different plan in mind. They want to get in their faces inside the T-Con, and that's already 3 kills gone their way. Mepson and MD and the 2 remainder here for me and the boys.
That utility usage was just so beautiful. Now it's just Mepson. He's got nothing behind him. They annihilate that T-Con presence. They take the control. They're continuing to push forward to gain ground. If he tries to reaggress here, he's going to find bodies in his face. It's going to be Ringwaker. So it's a question of which direction do you even go? Because at this point, if you're Mepson, you're trying to sneak your way onto a plate and get a plant. Yes, he's found the first, but if he goes further into T-Con, Rainwaker's ready to... Now that's information confirmed. Re his position. You can see there's a player pushed up into the B holes. Ivy was actually vulnerable. He doesn't know this. There's no way he can know this. But there was a possibility to get through Ivy. And if he does get this 1 kill onto Rocking, that's a plant inner. So there's a possibility here for Mepson to work with. He's just got to find this frag. Oh, the boost up. Tricky spot. You never anticipate it. No one holds that. So that's nicely done from Rocking. Getting a little unorthodox. It's a lot of what me and the boys were doing themselves on their CT side on Inferno. So it's nice to see a little bit of that flare come in for Skade, because that is not the first spot you check when you clear the corner.
Mike, they went from MP9s, FAMASs, M4s to SGs AKs, full utility and kits. Literally 5 kits, full utility on all the players. I mean, business right now is booming. Raftu's been pretty quiet throughout the series so far, but he is stepping up to the plate. And actually, you know what's crazy is Denislaw has been a consistent pillar for Skade throughout playoffs in general. Like, maybe he's not the top fragger every map, but he's been up there, right? He's been putting up numbers. He's been performing his job. And shout out to him. Credit. Me and the boys taking their first time out. I think they don't want this final map to slip away too far, so
It's always good to have those pillar players to build around, right? I mean, there's a lot of room for star players, for big performances, for flashy play, but at the end of the day, you need some solid pillars to build the foundation of your team, and Denislaw seems to be exactly that for us. So we are going to have, let's see, a little dig action. Bit of an investment. With the loss bonus, it won't be concerning. They'll have a full loss bonus. They'll be able to buy comfortably through here. Got the scout on Mepsin. This is a great map for a scouter. See if he can do something. Molly's going to slow him down, at least for the moment. This IV presence is going to be delayed. They're actually hooking into that. I don't know what that was from Reiko. He just walked up to the Molly, walked into it, and then walked away. I'm confused.
I think he is too. But Aziz is not confused. Skade comes out from Epson. Oh, they just take one Eagle shot to close him off, but unfortunately they can't even land that one. Felon actually takes his spot, so they might think that he's healthy. Or, I mean, hurt, but he is actually, in fact, healthy. But Reiko doesn't have that. After all, MDN with an important battle. That kill against Denislaw might have actually given them a fighting chance. And now it's down to Reiko, wounded from earlier. And Skade, bit sloppy, but around nonetheless. AK's SG maintained. Now the op can come out here for Skade. And me and the boys have another chance here on this second gun round to ballot it out early here, Mike. They don't want this one to slip away. You don't want a confident Skade.
The XM. Look at this. They've got plenty of money. They've got an XM. Unusual. What's he going to do with this? Apparently be the B-side anchor. So aggressive as well. He's already far forward. Oh, this might actually be perfect. There we go. Annihilation on the first. The second as well. Beautiful application of the auto shotty. Rocking. I love what you're doing. And he's past the third. Do they hear him?
Wait, no, they definitely hear him. He's stomping around. Surely they hear him.
He's got the bomb.
Wait.
That's the bomb.
Wait.
Does he even notice it? His gun model might block it. But they should show up on the radar. Yeah, okay, he should.
Wait,
certainly
surely they know he's here.
No.
Okay, no, he's kind of aware, but still a little sloppy on that peak. But, you know, he lands the headshot. That's all that matters. But rocking. He just flipped that round around like a pancake, Mike. And I'm talking about food because I'm hungry.
I feel that too.
So is rocking.
Okay, Crit Your Face gets a second pick. Now they got the inner bomb site. Still a man disadvantage. It's still time to rotate this bomb over, but this was a round that was firmly in control from Rocking, and now all of a sudden, there's some question marks. It's 2 CTs already on the site, and you've just got Rainwaker waiting to see if someone's going to come down the ladder for him. There's a pick, though. Crit Your Face on top of the bomb train, elevates, and finds a frag. Oh, the second, not a kill, but a tag at least, and this may just be salvaged by he and the boys. Despite the insane play with the auto shot, it's looking a little risky now, and Rainwaker will win that duel as unsuspectingly Crit Your Face pulled off the angle at just the wrong moment. It's all on Aziz. He's out of position. He's dead now. Even if he gets that kill, I think Rainwaker may have been able to get on that bomb and get the defuse before he could get back around. Either way, it is going to be the 5-0. They're going to get the double op as well for the Skade side. They'll be able to toss those over. And me and the boys, that was close. It almost worked out, despite the XM push, but not quite enough.
Yeah, they would have been so sick to see Rocking just make that jump and instantly flank Crit Your Face again. That would have been a nice clip, but you know what? Skade, they are doing an amazing job here early. Their money is looking booming. They've got the double op set up, upgraded from the XM. Yeah, they lost a few casualties, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. And look at this utility usage. It's already so different. Denislaw does eliminate MDN, but there's a player above him, and the answer is no. And I think Mepsin might just run away with this one. He might just take this towards it. Oh, that was such an important duel, Mike.
So critical. Rocking stands strong. This is now 2 rounds in a row where he's made the big play. Yes, this one is just a 1v1 duel, but it's the critical 1v1 duel upon which everything else hinges, and he stands up to the test. As you were saying, like, if he loses his life there, it's all over. And Robdu out in the open blind will drop. But Steph can trade it back, he can get up the ladder, and they're just whittling away this assault. It's close. It's a little riskier than it needed to be, but ultimately me and the boys are losing the number game here, and that's just not good enough. Reiko's out in the open. Gonna get swung here. Shot in the back. Health is gone. 2 HP, and Rocking will take through the frag. So a second kill. 12 health, survives the round. Doesn't get the AK, so no party favor for him. But it's a 6-0 for Skade as they are just rolling right out the gates. Their foot is on the accelerator. They've thrown a brick on it, too. They're just going full force. No brakes.
Yeah, you nailed that one, Mike. It's just down to the pistols again here for me and the boys on an opportunity for Skade to find the 7th and bring us once again back to Brazil. 7-1. It always makes an appearance, you know? Even though it's not invited, even though it's not on the guest list, it still makes an appearance, Mike. Oh, that utility in T. You know what? Skade have done a great job with their utility usage in T-Con. And now they... Whoa, that's savage. That is so savage.
Now there's another nade that goes in. That's enough. 3 kills with 1 nade. Spellin hits the touchdown. That's the game winner, or the round winner, rather. 3 bodies down for the price of 1 HE. That's absurd. And it's going to be a clean round for Skade as they continue this onslaught, continue to build the capital. And me and the boys just need to get away because they are getting blown to pieces.
Jesus. I mean, they're not letting me and the boys play Counter-Strike, Mike. They're not letting them play the game. Look at that, Nate. It bounces perfectly. Gets all 3. You gotta love that. That has to be at least one of the top clips throughout playoffs so far. Just phenomenal utility usage coming out from Skade. And you know what? This is what we've seen from them, right? On Inferno, we saw glimpses of that. We saw their rotations on utility. We saw their strategies come into play on the defense side. Beautiful play right there from the Bulgarian boys. Now they're gonna exert their control towards ladder. Have a defender in the Ivy Cubby. And they got Rockin', who's maintaining some info flow towards upper B, but he's just given that one up. And now Rainmaker will pick off the fight. Oh, that's so bad.
Oh. So chaotic.
I'm not getting that one.
Yeah. Don't have that. Don't have that bind. Reiko over towards Old Bomb. They anticipate it doesn't matter. Still gets the kill on Denislaw. They've got a second player trying to hunt this out, but even if they catch Reiko here, which they will, the damage has been done. The control's been taken. There's only 2 remaining CTs, and the Brazilian scoreline is coming. Sure enough, Roy, you predicted it. You're an oracle. Barring Rock King going huge here once more, which, to be fair, he's been doing. So we'll see if he can do it once again. Not this time. MDN gets the better of him, and while MDN will lose his life, it's still a 3v1 with Rofdu with it all to do. Bomb going to be planted on the outer site. Rofdu completely out of position to deny this or to really attempt any retake. There's plenty of money for the Skade side, so he can justify trying to get an extra pick, trying to get a little bit more damage. But it's not a strong situation to hope that he can actually take the round.
Yeah, and he just made a step, so they know he's here. But, Mike, I feel so bad for, I think it was Rainwaker on Ivy. I can't remember. I believe it was. He got possessed by the spirit of the Brazil. He got possessed by the spirit of the 7-1. He took over his keyboard. He took over his mouse. He made him jump. He made him miss his shot just so we can end on the 7-1 scoreline, Mike.
You gotta have it. It is the law. There we go. That's the kill, though. Rofdu, that's a nice pick. Because that prevents their economy from really growing much. That takes the T side and says, all right, yep, you got that round. You're going to get another one here, or you're at least going to have another bot. But we have the chance to really kick you in the teeth immediately. You know what I miss, Roy?
What do you miss, Mike?
I miss the days of the full eco. Where this kind of round would have such drama attached to it. Because me and the boys, if they lost it, they would be completely reset. I miss the economic reset.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with the old economy system.
It just made things so exciting. It made each individual round matter so much more when you could be completely reset. Admittedly, so in this situation, I understand the flip side of it, which is that if this happened, if me and the boys then lost this round, the game would basically be over. Skade would be able to run away with it. They'd have double digits for sure and possibly more before you really had much from me and the boys. But I don't know. There was something satisfying about that, about a round like this having such drama and tension attached to it. And now it's kind of like, well, yeah, if they lose, they probably have a mediocre by next round, but that's it. This is my rant.
These are fair points. And Face responding back early, rocking with an instant trade. I think he's recognizing that there is a chance Crit Your Face could have gotten out, and he needs to avoid. Oh, he's in the open, but he's. And look at that, Rainmaker instantly up the ladder, instantly on the flank. This is mobility at its finest right now from Skade, and they are just their aggression, their confidence is too much for the Polish side to handle. And let's see if Aziz has any plan in mind, because he's gonna need a plan. And Raiko winning in crucial.
This is where it gets a little messy. You've got the two players who are outside, but the problem is everybody's here for the CTs, and there's the bomb confirmed. It's dropped. Aziz has to recover it, and they know where he's got to go. So the op's going to peek him. The op's going to find Spellin's going to make this happen, and Skade going to roll to an 8th round. So it is going to be an eco round, presumably for me and the boys. They've got 6K and 4K in a different player that could maybe justify the force buy, but I don't expect them to go for it. I think they'll go for the upgraded pistols. Have one sort of lackluster round. No, never mind. They're risking it for the biscuit. They've got the hero op, hero AK, and then the pistol players kind of save. This goes back to the if you're going to force buy. If you're going to save, and I don't understand this decision.
They just like to piss you off, Mike.
They really do. They really do. I hate whoever's making economic decisions on this team. They're driving me insane.
Your OCD is just being played with, Mike. That's all that's happening right now. But Skade, they continue their solid advantage on area. That's got a weapon, but unfortunately you need a head to use it. Now the kind of Molotov is going to come out here. That's going to push the players forward into the open. They go into Rainmaker's hands, and it's just bullying at this point. Just pure domination from Bulgaria.
Ooh. Okay, Crit Your Face still has something to say about that. Getting a caught from ladder, that's damage done. He's not actually committed to the angle, so can get away. Good movement from Crit Your Face to survive that situation without being caught. He's confirmed the position of all three. He actually had a ton of information, but it still doesn't matter. He has to get past the crosshairs, and there's just too many of them to deal with. So it's a 9th round for Skade. They're looking to tuck away double digits. This is looking like Dust 2 at this point. And it's all Skade all day. This has just been the story of every game, right? Every map has been wildly one-sided in the first half. It switched who's one-sided for, but it feels like if you start on the T side, you're gonna struggle between these two teams. No aggression from Crit Your Face. The trade's set up. There's still presence here, but there's heavy CT presence on this outer bomb site. They're gonna start to fluff the body, start to take the kills. Numbers are even back up, and this is chaotic. That was a kill that should have been for sure for Spellin, but he misses the spray. And now this is danger and a round 1 from me and the boys. They'll get themselves back on the board. They'll get a second one out. They'll have a chance.
I think the one thing to keep in mind for Train is you really only sometimes need 4 rounds on this T side, which is still within the realm of possibilities here for me and the boys. Obviously, they'd want 5 or 6, and probably the rest of this half to be in their pockets. That would give them a lot more room for error on the CT side, but there are cases, right, where people have a sweeping first halves.
There definitely are. We haven't seen as much of it since the Creeks become so prevalent, but considering these two teams, the way they've been playing, I would understand that. And here we go. Mebson having a tremendous performance for the squad. And further up, follow-up kills. Crit Your Face now on top of the train. They are making this work indeed. It's Spellin, who's out in the open, and as the smoke fades, Mebson will get a 3rd on the kill tally. Nicely done from me and the boys. Just aggression from Mebson, really opening up that bomb site, opening up that bomb plant as well, and setting them up with an eco out from Skade. Yeah. So now you've got a chance to not just get 4, maybe 5 rounds. Really blow this open, and those 4 that you needed to secure that you were talking about, they're right there for the taking.
Oh, if they mess this one up, Mike, that would be a disaster. Let's see how it unfolds. I'm not sure they're aware that they're on eco, but now I think they have a much better idea, considering they're just USB firing off, and the AKs, the rifles, to take the long range fights. Okay,
2
double
kills.
Casualties. Almost a 3rd.
Tag. Yeah. That's where you start to ask questions, but it's fine. T-side's a little more forgiving on that economy.
Especially this late into the game, right?
Yeah. I was actually curious at whether they were going to get this hop up. They do manage to find it. And Now we'll see. No kits. No kits, Roy. Retake going to be a little tricky. If this is an inner sight hit, which we do sometimes see, which frequently leads to a CT retake situation, keep an eye out. And it looks like inner hit is in fact going to be the read. Heavy presence coming here early on, and it's only rocking to defend immediately. They've got a fast flank up ladder from Spellin. He should be watching it, and here comes the hit. He can't hold on. He loses his life. Denislaw will at least pluck one, but it is in fact going to be a retake scenario, and there's a player to watch ladder, so Spellin can't get up. This is now a tough spot for the CTs. They know they have to get this retake underway instantaneously because they've got no kit. They've got no insurance policy.
Pure chaos right now in the B courtyard. Spellin's behind the smoke, is down to 3s. That's going to soon fade. Crit your face, a missed opportunity for the advantage. It'll be Denislaw to find that one. And now Ryko's position has been spotted. Spellin and Denislaw decimating the forward offense here for me and the boys. And now it's just me, no boys. MDN to clutch it out. The bomb tap comes out. Has to swing for it. He gets the kill, and that's done it. They had no kit.
That's done it.
That's 5.
That's enough. That's 5. That's beautiful. That's so well done. And the money's trash to try and fight for this last round for the CTs.
Yes, definitely. Is it weird that I actually feel more concerned for Skade on the second half than I do for me and the boys?
The late collapse is very concerning. The fact that it's 4 rounds in a row for me and the boys, and very possibly a 5th right here after they had them completely strangled all half. Yeah, I'm starting to get nervous.
They just had such flat sides, but here we go. Denislaw looking to contest, not quite giving it up yet. That's the bomb that's been spotted. Ryko is able to bring something back, but that double kill early from Denislaw has relieved a lot of the pressure on the defenses here, allowing these players to fight together now. Crit your face for the little feet, and the little feet he spots. Oh, this is still recoverable. There's a lot of time left on the clock here for me and the boys to work this one from Ivy and from Olaf.
Certainly is, and Crit Your Face has been good these last few rounds with the AWP, so he's got a chance. His position's confirmed, though. Doesn't get the tag either. So they're all right, but the timing might distract. Found the first, the second, as well as Raftu pirouettes to get the kill. Beautifully done to secure the 10th, so they'll at least get the double-digit half. They'll at least make this firmly in their advantage to mirror what we had on Dust 2. But I agree with you. Little concerning how they seemed to collapse through those last few rounds, how there were the gaps that started to show. And the boys have a chance here. If they can get started on the right foot with the pistol round, if they can get that CT economy going fast, if they can do some of the tricky things they were doing on their own Inferno CT side, they could make this a tight one.
Yeah, I think Raptor's 160 ADR, by the way, in that half. He's up there. He's 22 kills, I think 5 assists or something crazy. 22 kills, 6 assists. This man is popping off. We have not talked about Raph too much throughout the series, but he is definitely pulling more than his own weight. Now it's going to be a shoulder peek for MDN. Top mid looking for that information. He gets gushed in the process and eliminated. And Crit Your Face is unable to convert. So Skade, they are off to a good start so far. They can't throw this one away just yet.
Go rocking, connects with one. It's a little ugly, but hey, it works. Bomb now down. Only 2 players to attempt the retake. They don't have a kit either. They've got 2 decoys, so, you know, utility's on point. But there's the extermination of the first, and Reiko now just has to try and make this happen. And it won't be anything of the sort. Skade will secure the pistol round. That's a big one to find. That's a big turn. This may just help them get that momentum back that they found right again at the end of the last half. And try and salt this one as fast as possible. Look at this buy. Okay, it's a force from the CT side. 3 scouts, a Nova,
I love
and
it.
a Deagle.
I love it.
And an 8 stack, I think.
Absolutely love it right now. Get the tags out early. The nade landing on top of Rocking's head. That's perfect. You have 3 scouts, Mike. The chances of them not getting tags in this early round here, especially if Skade continue to play slow, are so slim. Look at that shot from Mepson, eliminating Raftu. This eco win right here, this force buy win right here for me and the boys might throw this whole game in a loop. It might change the outcome completely.
This is getting truly wild. And it's so important for them to get this early damage as well, because you get things like the Nova. No, speaking of the Nova, there we go. The flank is realized. MDN finds the dome of Spellin with the buckshot scattergun, and he's going to do so much damage here. Denislaw might be able to bring something back here. Is found to pick, looking for more, and these players still not in the best of circumstances, but if they can just whittle away damage at this point, that's enough. Speaking of whittling away, they've whittled away Denislaw's life. Now it's all on Rainwaker to try and recover what has been an absolute catastrophe, and it'll be the dig of all things to drop him low. What a round. What a turnabout for me and the boys. A really weird setup, a strange buy, and it works beautifully. The nade stack into T-Con, the scout kills towards Ivy, the Nova push from B Halls. I mean, poetry in motion.
Just beautiful. You gotta love that round from me and the boys. That might have been their guardian angel round that they needed here, especially to get that early momentum back into their hands. Instead, that Molotov's a little too deep. They've actually gone forward past it. MDN, not like this. They get through. Crit your face. He can't quite land the shots with the scout, but he does find one at least, and Raiko does eliminate one on the flank, so they are choke holding on this B site right now. But they have forward space. Raftu still has a key potentially.
This spot from Denislaw with the AK, he's out by the spools. It's such a bold angle to hold as you know that most of the presence is coming from Z. They've cleared out their forward presence. Now this gets off through the T's. There are kits available as well, at least one. Now it's all going to be on to Denislaw, but they don't anticipate the spot. He's got one, he's got two. Can he get the third from range? No!
Oh, no.
Can he survive? Just buy some time. That's all he wants to do now. And he's making it work. He doesn't have the frag, but I think that's the round. He's won it! Skade have stolen this away!
Oh my god. What is even happening right now? Denislaw, how have you done it like this? The first two kills were clean. The third one was a little bit sloppy. And he is so lucky, Mike, that Crit Your Face had a scout, not any other weapon there. Wow, that is insane. Skade, they have just committed the counter robbery, right? Whatever hope me and the boys might have had after winning that second round is taken away, ripped out of their hands, ripped out of their minds.
That's wild. Trading force buys. Wild. Now you've got the 1 AK to work with. Honestly, a little surprising to me that me and the boys don't force buy back into it. I think it shows discipline here, but this might have been the actual opportunity to try and retake that momentum. Now, it's the sight hit towards inner. You got the pistol here on Aziz. Might just be able to do something. Never mind. Gets nothing. The bomb's going to be planted. This round's over. It's just a question of whether Crit Your Face can save this AK. That is all he should be attempting to do. He's going to take a nice cold shower here, try and cool down, try and keep this rifle alive.
Can you keep this though? I think that might be looking for it, but nope. He'll find a shot to the side of the head. That's a Molotov and an SG. Epson has a calculator in his hand. Unfortunately, does not shoot straight sometimes, but he still manages to kill. And actually, the money is starting to lose quite a bit here for Skade.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of it to spare. This is curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Those 3 kills coming in right at the end, just so unnecessary. They'll be fine, but it means they'll have nothing in reserve, really, as they go forward. This is going to be a buy for me and the boys. They've got the ops as well. They've got a fairly good chance to try and retake a little bit of control.
Fellas. Aziz, Crit Your Face. Where are your kits, fellas? You've lost 2 rounds because of lack of a kit. Where are the kits?
They're not about that life. Win it or go home.
No, that's actually such a you really can't rationalize that kind of error.
No.
Right? There's really no rationality for it. You can't say you're saving money. Like, you need the rounds and you don't have kits. That's so stupid.
It really is indefensible. And what little utility they have is being whittled down here. This is going to be a hit towards the inner box. That really comes down to whether MDN can hold on. He can't. 2 players deleted. So it's a retake setup, and you don't have kits. It's a 5v3. Save. Right now. And that's, in fact, what they're going to do. I mean, especially without the kits, it's just not possible. They probably would have saved regardless, just considering how annihilated they were and how little money they have in reserve. But a decision's certainly made for them. They're going to call a pause as well. I suspect this is a pause from me and the boys, which I don't know if we've actually seen a pause from them this series. I feel like all the pauses have come from Skade.
Really good call from Skade, though, right? Just the pop. Keeping it simple, not really trying to complicate anything right now. Not trying to play slow into the ops. Just creating mystery on the A site and just exploding on the B site. 14-6.
14-6 indeed. We might be coming up on these closing moments of the game, and this is going to be a me and the boys timeout. They know this next round is critical. They've got to make the decision about whether they're going to force around it, whether they'll have those 2 players. They can drop over Famas's, and it'll be decent, actually. It's exactly what they're going to do. Please, somebody buy a kit. You've got plenty of money to do so. All the utility in the world. There we go. Reiko's bought it. There's at least one. Although, so in the round where they lost to the defuse, where they didn't have time with the player towards spools, there was a kit. It was somewhere down on site, but there was only one kit, and they didn't have time to figure out where it was.
Oh, no way.
Having 2 kits, having 3 kits. Heck, you've got 2 players towards the bottom of your board who can buy kits right now. Aziz can certainly buy a kit, armor, and full utility. Why not?
The kit fell on the default position, actually. It was literally right next to the bomb. It's just the smoke was still there, so it might have been difficult to try to find it. Oh, wow. That's really unfortunate.
This could be it. All rides on this. SMG. They do have 3 kits. Here we go. Okay. Actual kit presence. Love to see it. But the onslaught's going to be coming from Skade. They're not going to slow down in the slightest. They're going to be rocking on through this, and it looks like they want to go for an aggressive hit towards Ivy.
Now they
already found?
Yeah, that's the opt are eliminated as well. They've lost information. They've lost eyes on round house control, and that was actually the main idea in this round for the defense, right? Is get him upper, get him established, get him to have information or maybe the opening pick. But they've lost that plan, and they don't have a reaction actually in mind yet. But they are starting to adjust. They're starting to move forward instead of backwards. They're moving up into ladder. They're moving up into T-Con. Mind you, Spellin is still holding on to that T-Con control. Not willing to let go of it yet. Skade, they've fallen off Brown Halls and regrouped towards Ivy, where the boys have actually let go of.
Oh, there's the pick. There's the dual one from range. Now they got so much control around the map, and Spellin just continuing to grab picks as Aziz tried to push into T-Con to regain at least a little bit of territory, but it's all gone. Molly's in, smokes out, so much control. The bomb planted, and this will be map match series point. And there's just nothing they can do to contest. Reiko, the only survivor in ladder, should be considering a save now. It's a 1v5 with a Famas. What are you even doing sticking around here? Maybe they need a miracle play, but this is a miracle that's just not going to happen. Okay, 1 kill. Pity frag, consolation prize, whatever you want. Make you feel a little better about yourself. It's not going to matter to Skade. They've got plenty of money to buy. They don't care. And now there's a possibility he's going to lose his life. He gets a second, gets the op. This is now very much worth saving, and I don't think anyone's going to be in position to punish him, provided he plays it conservatively.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't swing out here, right?
Don't swing.
Oh, they saw the op barrel for sure. They're coming. Oh, he's got it. Wow, that actually might be the saving grace here for me and the boys if they can put that op to good use. But, I mean, the play for Crit Your Face has been denied last round. Skade, they seem to be aware of the desperation here for me and the boys, and they're playing they're erring more on caution than anything right now. Even in the way they're approaching their default, this D side, throwing utility early to block off certain angles. Now they've gotten Rainwaker out, Olaf. They pick up on this.
That's it. I don't know why the utility's being held there. They know he was through. They heard the ticks in the Molotov. Maybe they thought he backed off. That's actually going to be Dennislaw losing his life in a situation where he absolutely should have come away with a pick. But look at this forward positioning on towards the outer site. Rainwaker gets 2. Mepson's still low. He's trying to find something and will in fact do so, but he's losing teammates in the same breath. So despite the efforts of Mepson, despite all the work he's done, it's all come down to MDN, and he'll get a shot in the dome for his trouble. It's 16-6. Skade in full control through that third map all the way down. They make good on the promise of map 1. A little bit of an aberration there on Inferno, but that's okay. No harm, no foul. They will progress on to the 3rd round of the EU Winners League playoffs. They will survive, Roy.
Yeah, they've actually advanced to semifinals of EU Winners League. So they're on their way to that finals. They're only 1 match away from the grand final. So shout out to the Bulgarian boys. They've played phenomenally today. A little sloppy on Dust 2, but on Inferno rather. They played well on Dust 2, and that train was phenomenal. Great utility usage, great setups, great strategies and structure on that CT side. Did not take that away from them, even if we tried, Mike. But unfortunately, me and the boys have been eliminated. And now it's just me and you signing us off out of here, Mike. That is the end. We'll see you later for tonight for some NA action. For now, EU has concluded. Follow this egghead down here below. Follow me here as well. And of course, follow our producer. She does a great job behind the scenes. But most importantly, if you're in the market for some skins, if you're looking to keep up with all the esports news, check out win.gg, as well as follow them on their socials: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, all the above. We're there. We'll be doing some skin giveaways. We'll be doing some Toshiba SSDs as well. So make sure to follow along. But for now, we'll see you in a few hours for some NA action. We are out of here.